is a morning radio show about hip-hop life and urban culture. Meet the hosts who inform and empower their listeners.
I'm your boy Edmund. I go by Mr. Edmund. My role, I'm a host and I'm co-founder.
My name is Brother John Muhammad, Your Brother John, YourBrotherJohn.com. And my role on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is host or co-host.
I just go by Qiana. Sometimes you may hear the guys call me Q. I may say Q just depending on my personality that day. And I'm the female of the crew. I think I keep balance when you look at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So that's my role.
And I'm Bruce Moore Jr. A lot of people do know Bruce Moore Jr., obviously being born and raised here and going to school here, but there's many more people that know Reno.
St. Peter's small, and so the good things and bad things that come with a small city, you know, everybody knowing each other, of course, would be one of the pluses.
My neighbors were not only just my neighbors, they became my family.
Trying to put that back now, like really getting back to a place where we know our neighbors and we look out for each other. It was a St. Pete that existed, you know, south of Central, and then there was another St. Pete that existed north of Central and downtown. It was a struggle then, and I think it's still, you know, somewhat a struggle for black people in the city of St. Pete.
Even with every step of progress we make, it's still a struggle to, implement that progress.
Did y'all hear about the weed college, the first cannabis college
in Orlando?
Talk to us, Soprano.
No, yeah, I've been looking at it.
This is serious, y'all.
Over a year ago.
If you got the charges, go and get the degrees, King. You got years of experience, man. It ain't like you come into a classroom with no data.
Elon Musk said that a drug dealer knows how to manage and run a business better.
I can't believe that.
The real facts, man.
I'm all about education. But what I'm saying is that we carry this industry on our backs.
The way we started the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, Jabbar approached me about what could we do, how can we do something together, and then an opportunity to promote Amendment 4. Amendment 4 is the, voting rights restoration to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio, got 99 jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies.
Why don't somebody help me up? Stay on that man. Your business man.
Say stop the cheating.
Stop.
Wake up, everybody. Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
This is the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and I am Qiana.
And I am the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And this is brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as...
See that?
Because we are...
redefining what's cool.
Because smart...
is the new...
gangster.
Baby.
And if you didn't know...
now you know.
No. Good morning, Coach D. How are you doing this?
Coach D.
It is What's on Your Mind Wednesday. Yes. Grand Rising, is there coffee in the house this morning? No, it is not.
We got miniature donuts. Get healthy.
Good morning, Sharonda. You say miniature donuts, get healthy?
Soon. Get healthy soon.
So how's the donuts going to get you healthy? Are we making like fruit donuts? Like, because you're eating a banana, which is very good, but I'm just trying to figure out how the donut's going to make you healthy.
It was. I'm just trying to tell you. You said, get healthy. Miniature donuts coming soon. Can you get to the mic for me, sir?
I know I don't like this mic.
You didn't have to sit there.
Yes, I did. Ain't nobody else here. What you talking about?
Ain't no Monday nobody was there. Did you sit there?
I ain't with these trick questions today.
No. Ain't no trick questions this morning. They say, "Oh my gosh,
so what
we are in trouble because you ain't got no coffee." Y'all already know how this goes.
So what we ain't gonna do?
Okay.
What we ain't gonna do? All right. What's good?
What's good? You know, it's Wednesday. It's Hump Day.
2 more days to Friday.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. The countdown has begun.
So you excited? You ready for the work week to end? But we work jobs that like really don't end on Fridays, right?
My days.
Because it's just kind of go on and on and on
there
and on.
There is no weekends. There is no work days or not work days.
Good morning, Meek. It's like the song that never ends.
No, it's like Groundhog Day.
Oh, you just
he keep waking up.
It's Groundhog Day. Yeah, it is. So, all right, what's on my mind really quick? Yesterday, I was at the health department, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so something happened, and I respect laws, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you know the health department on 9th Street and you know where it's at, it's one way, right?
Yeah.
So I'm riding, can't find parking, so I pull over in the spot where it's just for the police.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I have so here we go. I have somebody that's handicapped. So I have to get out, do the wheelchair, get them out. First of all, it's not safe to get anybody out of your car on the right side of the car where all the traffic at. We got to figure this out.
Okay.
It's a one way.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nowhere else to really park to safely get her out the car. Now I do it, get her out the car, take her in. I'm good. I circle the block. I get a parking spot, right behind it. Somebody happened to move. But then another person came and basically did the same thing. A young lady, I think she had like 4 children with her, young children. And so she's trying to get them out of the car. She gets out, she put her hazard lights on, run in. A police officer pulls up and sit on the side for a second and then get out and then proceeded to give her a ticket, right? And I understand and say police only, right? But clearly you see that the hazard lights on, this person is not parking. And I'm like, y'all couldn't give her any grace. And I said something. I was like, oh, she had so many children, like she had to get them out of the car. She was like, this is illegal. This is for police officers only, right? I'm like, well, she'll be right back. You see her hazard lights on. That lady sat there and gave her a ticket. Like, I understand and say police, but like, where's the grace? I really kind of had a problem with it.
I mean, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
Good morning, Blue.
I hear you. Because,
like, when do you become, like, I understand.
When you
like,
think about the young families, when you think about,
like,
but they don't think it's only the law. And I think only time grace is given or even thought about is when they think about giving grace to the people who it's like an on and off switch, for everybody of this certain lifestyle or whatever.
Right.
There's zero tolerance.
And I'm like, when do because police and listen.
But if it was an old person or a person who they felt in some way deserved grace, they would have did it.
And then like she was snappy with me, right? And I was really nice. I'm like,
the officer
was snappy with me too. Like, this is illegal. Like, and I'm
people be going through stuff.
Listen, it's her
going through stuff.
This was 8:45 in the morning,
and she had a long night. 8:45 that night. Something was going on.
She
that
stayed,
gave
and whatever happened, she stayed. Now I'm gonna on the flip side of this.
Mm-hmm.
When I came out, the officer was still there. It looks like they might have was gonna tow this girl car.
What?
Like it got because
It got that bad?
Because she was taking her stuff out of the car by the time I got there, still in the same spot.
Oh, because she couldn't. It probably was a bad tag.
Yeah, but like I'm thinking, like when do the community step in? Like the police is supposed to be for the community, and like you supposed to be human and give some grace and some. If they're at the doctor's, right? Clearly, the hazard lights was on.
I hear everything you're saying because what you're saying.
Good morning.
We're at the clinic, churn to getting out. The hazard lights on. We're in the police only parking,
but there's no other parking anywhere else.
But then the police pull up,
not because they wanted to park,
because they was in the police only parking.
Just to bother them. Now I wouldn't even if she would have like looked at it and then circled the block back and she was still there. Then okay. I can see, all right, but you didn't even give her enough time or grace to get her kids where she needed to get and to come back in.
Hey, I mean, it's two sides to the pancake.
Okay, so let's do the other side of the pancake.
The other side of the pancake, people been parking there, and it's an enforcement thing, and they came out the meeting. Supervisor told if she don't bust no head today, it's her head that's going to be bust, and she bust some head. I don't know. I mean,
I just don't.
You don't know. You know what I mean?
And like Radiance just said, she feel like it was a power trip, and I do too. And let me tell you, and this was a white cop. Let me say this: this is a white female white cop.
A white female white cop and a black girl, or a white girl,
a black girl
with black churn.
Of course.
I mean, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Because one of the things, a lot of times, young children's first encounter with police are like situations like this, and maybe sometimes they can back off
because I don't
stand down.
I just think like sometimes, and I'm not telling anybody to break the law, right?
No, you said that from the beginning.
I'm not telling nobody to break the law, so let me just say that. But what I'm saying,
but unjust laws need to be broken.
There's this is not. I'm looking at this right. This scenario, we're on 9th Street where it's a one-way. There's nowhere else for her to park to safely get her children out and in the building.
So that's what I mean. Unjust laws need to be broken. So if I gotta park here to be safe, come bring me the ticket.
I mean, honestly, there would have been, and maybe because she was a little bit younger, because it would have been.
And like you said, you just did the same thing.
I just did the same thing because I had.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
There was no other safe way to get my client out the car with a wheelchair.
And parking is at a premium here in St. Pete. So you got to think. Honestly, you just got to think. And I'm in no way trying to take up for the officers, but I know how stressful jobs be. And sometimes you put that stress down to the person that you serving or working. I'm
just saying, there's so much other stuff that ain't nobody nobody ran no light. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like this is a parking spot that nobody at this point.
But they may have that ongoing problem. You know what I mean? You ever walked in the sun and they be like, hey, I'm just doing this because
But I mean, it's
been doing this all
just think about it. If it's an ongoing problem, then that means that something needs to be fixed.
Oh, take the police only off of the thing,
right?
And let people park.
There's something.
God forbid.
But I'm just even if that's one spot, they have like 3 or 4 spots. Like the police have like 2.
But I know this, and I learned this right.
Okay.
The health department is like the health department. The emergency room, these are places that need security.
I get it, but
I'm just saying.
I get that, right?
But maybe not that parking space.
Or not. Like there should be some grace, like drop off only.
Oh yeah, load and unload.
Yeah, something like that. Because
okay, I hear that.
That's what I'm trying
to let's talk that talk. I hear that now.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, loading zone.
Right.
You can load and unload.
You have
like
15 minutes.
You don't got 15 minutes though.
By the time you get your kids, get settled in, sign off, then you get out.
Back in car, find a parking space.
Right. Yeah. That gives you 15 minutes. Ain't that long when you get somebody out.
You can't leave the kids in here unattended.
But you still got to find somebody to park the car.
No,
you got to find them.
I'm just joking.
I'm just saying.
You know how these rules and these regulations stack up on each other.
Right. They do.
Then,
so yeah, that was my day yesterday,
heavy.
And when that happened, it kind of disturbed me. It kind of, I looked at
like
that.
a disturbance. Disturbed. You was disturbed.
I was bothered by it because I'm like,
it messed with your soul.
A little bit. It did. It really did because I'm like,
now we can we can advocate. Now we need to go ahead and call us a couple officers up here. We need to call management.
And I'm just saying because
we can talk about it.
Let's talk about. I mean, because
ain't nothing wrong with talking about it.
Right.
Chief, send somebody down here.
Let's have this conversation.
Chief, we want to talk. Chief, send somebody down here. We want to have a conversation. We want to have a tough conversations up front right now before we have a problem and then have to have a conversation.
Because I think there should be a loading zone right there of something to help.
You might need to talk to the mayor or the city council member of that district. So that's like probably district whatever.
I think that's Gina Driscoll.
Okay,
I think it's Gina Driscoll.
I just seen Gina, so
right.
Go holler at her.
We need to really
Councilwoman Driscoll, we have an issue at the health department. Can we get some straightening?
Right, because again,
would you say straightening? You wouldn't want to say straightening.
I wouldn't say straightening. We have an ongoing problem with parking.
We have an ongoing issue. It's still straightening. We still need straightening.
But straightening sound like you stepping down on somebody. You know what I mean? Like you like.
So if you want to talk to your council member about an issue, so first you find out what district you're in. Right, that's what we did.
Or who district it is that you have a problem with, because you're all a part of Pinellas County, right? About St. Pete.
That's real,
now listen, because you may not be in that district, but you may have a problem with something going on because you may work in that district. You may not live in that district, so you need to find out who your city councils are across the board, so that you can address these issues.
You can go to District 7 Speaks,
right,
and you can see the councilman districts. Big shots out to Brother John, Councilmember Muhammad. He really made stuff transparent for you. You can see how it's done. Because really, if you have a problem, that's how you got to diagnose it. Who do I call? Do we call the mayor? Do we call the chief? Do we call the corporal? Do we call the city council member? Do we call this the neighborhood association president?
And I really believe we can get this loading zone if these people can get rid of the bunnies and put. The bunnies really. That's another thing.
Like I said, I really believe we can get this loading zone. But you're right.
If we can get rid of the bunnies, if people can stop
organized bunnies. What about the pickleball? Have y'all seen the new small courts on that's called pickleball? A lot of people don't know, and you see maybe more people around the tennis courts now, right? And you see more of them because pickleball is kind of like Foursquare with a what's that thing called? A racket.
Okay.
It's like Foursquare with a racket.
I hear about pickleball, right? I haven't played pickleball.
They stepped down on city council, said they wanted straightening, and got pickleballs all over the city.
Oh wow! And
you know that?
No, I did not. But I am playing tennis. So listen, that's a part. No, this is funny.
You on back there behind
I'm just out here in the community playing tennis. I'm just out here. I'm just out here playing.
Anyway, I can pick up a game, man.
No, this is a part of my get healthy, stay fit.
Yes.
In the evening at my house, we bought some tennis rackets and some tennis balls, and we're trying to get. It's a nice little game. You want me? Yeah, it is. It's a nice family time. It gives us time to kind of talk about the day.
So you really got.
Yeah.
You know how to for real. Yeah. Okay, that's all right. All right.
Listen,
all right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm doing what I do.
That's how you got
to do it. With the abilities that I have. Okay.
You gotta do it. So how you feel about the pickleball? Have you seen pickleball or pickleball players at your tennis racket?
No, I
game?
have not seen anybody because I go at night. You got to think I have long days.
You do.
I have early morning.
You said I go at night.
I go at night.
Ain't nobody there.
Ain't nobody there. Nobody there. Just.
So the rec center closed down at sundown.
No.
Don't you get caught slipping?
No. I didn't see it, but it's lit up at the tennis court.
Yeah, they light it up.
It's lit up. People, no.
Oh, it be live? It still be going?
Oh, people be out, because people be out there playing basketball.
Yep,
they still be out there doing stuff out there because it's open to the public.
Yeah, you're right.
So, okay, we're going to come back. after this 8 o'clock hour, right? Stay tuned, tag a friend. We got a lot to talk about.
I was just gonna say we got to talk about crypto coin.
Okay.
Bitcoin.
Okay.
See, you ain't put it on the thing.
You know what?
I ain't say it either.
Showing up didn't. So, and then we got Mitchum on the go with Mitchum Services.
That's right after
on
the
move
break.
with Mitchum Services.
Right after the break.
Right after the break. And then we got the ex Qiana. We're gonna talk about Meek and Diddy. The rumors is going around and how our community feel about that. But yeah, we'll be back about 7 minutes after the hour. Tag a friend, tell a friend, and we'll be back.
With a clear choice. Are we going to keep moving forward, or will we allow Donald Trump to drag us backwards?
One of Haiti's most powerful gang leaders, Jimmy Cherizier, who's known...
Hello, I'm Gabe Ortiz, and this is WEDU Arts Plus. Based out of St. Pete, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is a morning radio show about hip-hop life and urban culture. Meet the hosts who inform and empower their listeners.
I'm Jabbar Edman. I go by Mr. Edman. My role, I'm a host and I'm co-founder.
My name is Brother John Muhammad, Your Brother John, yourbrotherjohn.com. And my role on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is host or co-host.
I just go by Qiana. Sometimes you may hear the guys call me Q. I may say Q just depending on my personality that day. And I'm the female of the crew. I think I keep balance when you look at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So that's my role.
And I'm Bruce Moore Jr. A lot of people do know Bruce Moore Jr., obviously being born and raised here and going to school here, but there's many more people that know Reno.
St. Pete is small, and so the good things and bad things that come with a small city, everybody knowing each other, of course, would be one of the pluses.
My neighbors were not only just my neighbors, they became my family.
Trying to put that back now, like really getting back to a place where we know our neighbors and we look out for each other. It was a St. Pete that existed, south of Central, and then there was another St. Pete that existed north of Central and downtown. It was a struggle then, and I think it's still, somewhat a struggle for Black people in the city of St. Pete.
Even with every step of progress we make, it's still a struggle to, implement that progress.
Did y'all hear about the weed college, the first cannabis college?
In Orlando.
Talk to us, Soprano.
No, yeah, I've been looking at it.
This is serious, y'all.
Over a year ago.
If you got the charges, go and get the degrees, King. You got years of experience, man. It ain't like you come into a classroom with no data.
Elon Musk said that a drug dealer knows how to manage and run a business better.
I can't believe that.
The real facts, man.
I'm all about education. But what I'm saying is that we carry this industry on our backs.
The way we started the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, Jabbar approached me about what could we do, how can we do something together, and then an opportunity to promote Amendment 4. Amendment 4 is the, voting rights restoration to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio, got 99 jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies.
Good shit.
as a
Knocking on the window. Don't be knocking on the window now.
Who's that knocking on the window?
Pow,
Nobody know.
Don't be knocking on the window now.
And just like that, we are back. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I am Qiana.
I am the one and only Mr. Edmund.
Yes, and we are brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as
See that.
And we are redefining
what's cool.
Because
smart is the
new
gangster, baby.
Baby. And if you didn't know,
now you know.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And just like that, we're back. We're back. The first half of the hour, we were talking about what's on your mind, and we were talking about what happened to me at the health department. Well, not to me, but what I saw and disturbed my soul.
Your experience. It happens to you. So right now we're advocating for loading zones in front of the health department, so people with wheelchairs, accessibility, families. So not just the police can park there.
Right. That's the
okay.
Right. Okay. Just for a little while. Not saying that they don't need to be there, but we need to figure out this. Hello, Tamika.
Good morning, family. Happy Wednesday. How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, Brother Jabbar. So let's get into it. On the move with Mitchum Services. So we'll start with today. Today we have Workout Wednesday with Pinellas County Urban League at Enoch Davis Center, starting at 5:30. So show up prepared to move around a little bit, some light refreshments, and learn a couple things about not only physical wellness, but also financial wellness.
5 o'clock at Enoch Davis.
5:30. 5:30 at Enoch, yes. Tomorrow we have Manifest Your Best Life, a goal-setting workshop that's being hosted by Black Girl Bosses. This will be at 31 Grand tomorrow, 5:45 to 7:45, and it's an empowering workshop led by the organizer of Sister Push. So that should be exciting.
I got a question, but don't worry, keep going.
Okay. Shout out to Rep Rayner for sharing resources. We have a housing counseling service Zoom that is happening tomorrow from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And it is a Zoom that's going to talk about resources for homeowners to learn how to preserve home ownership through a variety of different services. So I'll drop the link for that. Saturday, we have the Young Men's Leadership Initiative, which I think is a really great team summit that's happening at the Pinellas County African American History Museum in Clearwater. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the target audience is young men from 12 to 18. So we'll drop the link for you so you can register the kids to go out and support that, because our young Black men need all the support that they can get. So that's a really great summit that's happening. Also on Saturday, we have the Tasco Teen Resource Fair. So whether you're looking for information on college applications, job opportunities, or volunteer opportunities, they're going to have all the information you need at Walter Fuller from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. Next Monday, again, we'll talk about it every week. We have Pinellas County Urban League Serious Business Academy. They're giving away free resources. This week they talked about how to have multiple streams of income utilizing the business that you already have. We've all heard that you're supposed to have 7 streams of income, but that doesn't mean you need to have 7 completely different businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So figuring out how to streamline those multiple revenues. And then next Monday, we also have Mental Health and Wellness Monday at the St. Pete Youth Farm. Carla and the kids do a great job. We had one of the twins out last the other Monday that did an amazing job. And so check out Mental Health Mondays at the St. Pete Youth Farm. And that's all I got for today, y'all.
All right.
Thank you. Can you put any information you got into the chat so people can follow and share any
I absolutely will do. I will drop all of the links in the chat for y'all.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Mitchum Services on the move. Yes. Thank you so
She does
much.
an amazing job with everything that she do.
Yes, and a great addition to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
She is.
We are Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, 99 Jams, Care Festa Radio. You just got to listen to Mitchum Services and giving Mitchum Services on the move.
Right. She goes every Wednesday. She comes in and tell us all the events. So if you have events that you want to be shot out, please go to Tamika Mitchum Services. She's on Facebook, Instagram, and get her the information because she organized that, get it together every Wednesday. She goes from Wednesday to Wednesday of all activities that's going on for the whole week. So if it's something that you want us to know, go through her. Unless you want to come on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, then you reach out to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Now you're talking. Then
Right.
you get in contact with Q.
Or if you want to advertise or put your information out there on a consistent basis, reach out to us because 99 Jams have other shows other than the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. You have Ray Tampa Show. You have Jab Show. You have Super Dave. Aaron just started a show here on Monday evenings. I saw that. Lady Talk, I think it is.
Yes.
So there's a slew of different shows that's here at 99 Jams, especially if you're listening to us on the radio.
Yes, I was tuned into Aaron McFarley and Ada McFarley. That was great. That was a great broadcast. So if you are not tuned in to 99 Jams Care Festa Radio, you need to tune in, break the knob off. This is community radio, and if you want to donate or support, you can leave stars as well for following this broadcast on Facebook if you want to support and donate. So thank you. Get involved.
And other than that, you can send it directly to us as well. Or
shoot it.
Yeah, because we accept it all. Good morning, everybody.
So we're talking about some of the issues in the community. What we was talking about?
So we was talking about the issues in the community. Now I want to talk about another issue. What's on my mind, right?
Go ahead.
Yesterday, Facebook and Instagram took a dive for like 5 minutes or so.
It was about 2 hours.
It was 2 hours.
Man,
no, I don't know.
People couldn't even follow what time it was. It went crazy. I got a call. Tell me your story, and then I'll tell you mine.
So I was on the phone with my cousin, right? And so I'm on the phone with my cousin, and she say, "Oh no, I just got logged out. My session expired from Facebook." Right? And I was like, "Okay, you good?"
You don't know your code. Everything goes wrong.
Right. So then I tell her, "Okay."
Oh, come on, pay
So she tried to log in. She was like, "I can't figure out my password." Right? She was like, she trying a different password. Yeah. Now, mind you, I'm the person who's been out of Facebook technically for 6 months.
Yes, you have.
Right? So when I went out, I'm like,
it ain't nothing.
Right? I wasn't even out yet. Right? So then I said, well, you handle this because I know she is going to have a fit if she out.
Yeah.
Right. So then
the Facebook addiction.
So I'm like, okay. So then I'm on Facebook a little bit later, and then I get logged out. Right. I didn't know my password is right because I just set up all my stuff because I just got back in. Right. So I call her back. I say, don't even worry about it, sweetheart. Everybody must be out because I just got kicked out. She's talking about, whoo. Now I seen all the posts afterwards. What would you do without social media? I think I'll be okay. I know I'll be okay.
I mean, I think we all will be okay, but it's definitely a stimulant. You know, people were definitely like crashing because they couldn't get it. So Tell us your story. If you're watching on Facebook or you want to call in, tell us how did the outage of Facebook and Instagram yesterday, how did it impact you? How did it affect you or your day, or if it did or if it did?
Yeah, Radiant say she missed the whole thing. I got it on during the evening.
No, I missed the whole thing.
Yeah.
See, and listen, listen, if you doing right, you should have missed it because it was during work hours. So I got a call. I wasn't on Facebook. Right? I think I was on the phone with my supervisor.
Okay.
And when I talked to her, I told her to hold. I said, hold on. I see my partner call, and I know he ain't calling about no BS, right? I'm like, hey, hold real quick. Let me see what his call is. Like, hey, man, Facebook down. Facebook and Instagram down. People, they going crazy. Everybody on Twitter. Everybody on X. Hey, I said, hey, man, go on there and establish yourself right.
Pull it back up. There we go.
Yes. So, and for me personally, I think I would be able to survive, but it will put a wrinkle in things because, we have been able to use social media, Facebook and Instagram in particular to
be nosy
and expand our reach though.
Yeah, but
right?
I mean, honestly,
we able to impact change through using these tools, and social media, Facebook in particular, and Instagram are one of the tools.
They are, but most people who was going crazy is because it was the nosiness that they was missing. I mean, it was the nosiness. Like,
listen,
go ahead.
They have a study that shows how addictive social media and the algorithms are. If y'all don't know, Mark Zuckerberg and other top social media CEOs were just at Congress talking about the addictive nature of their product.
Right.
And some studies show that these are as addictive as cigarettes.
I can believe it because
or
people
heroin.
You know what? Because people wake up, grab their phone in the morning. First thing they do is click on Facebook or Instagram just to see what's going on and all that other stuff.
The posts.
And
some people don't even post. So I think the majority of Facebook or a lot of Facebook people are watchers.
Yeah, most people are.
That's voyeurism. Ain't that it? Ain't this voyeurism? Y'all help me out. Tell me what that is. Ain't this voyeurism when you be watching people and you watch things? Voyeurism.
I guess.
Because they don't comment. They just watching and they see you and say, hey, boy, I see what you're doing. I be on Facebook, but I don't be saying that. I don't never say nothing, but I see what you're doing.
It's a lot of those. It's a lot of those. I mean, it kind of keep you up on what's going on. And so now since we're talking about Facebook and all this other stuff, there was like a huge fight on Facebook that went kind of viral, right?
I missed it, but it was hands. There was throwing hands. I heard about it.
So you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it.
They said them girls is getting down.
So
the warrior princesses.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I want like the Tampa Bay Rays and all this stuff.
The sponsor of fight.
So we can go viral on some stuff that we really need. Some positive stuff that we really need in this community, right?
Yeah, because they say warrior princesses was getting down.
Oh boy.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, the thing that's in you, the DNA that comes from your lineage, the warrior queens, the doors of the Mosaic. What's the name? What's the name of the people, man?
Oh,
the doors of the Mosaic.
Okay, this is when we need the professor.
Where you at?
You know,
the intellectual gangster.
Yeah, because he would give us the correct
he would
lingo.
Everything. He would have everything for us. But what we're talking about is y'all stop fighting on Facebook.
Yeah, y'all stop it.
Cut it out. And it's usually the person who's 3 steps away from the fight, like, ooh, world star. Remember that? Remember people
and you want me? So here we go. So with Facebook, and you know how everything is so instant.
Yeah.
This is my worry, right? And this is what happened, and it increased the violence because before, when you got beat up, it's just between you and the crew that saw you, and then it's word of mouth. So you could tell your story however you wanted to tell your story.
Now it's uploaded.
And now it's even more embarrassing. So like people be thinking like, oh, I gotta get that. In my mind, like I can't take this one.
I hear, and I think with this.
Mm-hmm.
With this new technology that we have in our hands called the phone, the reinvention of the phone has put, a lot of stuff right in our face or right at our fingertips, and fights are one of big things, like big. And I hope that, because they got violence all over this junk, not just fights. That's why I kind of can joke and salute, you know what I'm saying, them about fighting and just keeping it clean, not cutting each other, not shooting each other, not going to get guns.
So I don't promote violence, but I'm okay with a good, healthy fight. And then y'all go on, and it's over with.
Yes,
the best man won, the best woman won.
We got some straightening,
and then we go on by. Other than going into violence, right? And some people going to where it's
going
not,
into that,
not violence, but going to
gunplay,
knives, cars,
stick talk,
all that.
Yep, and I agree. I haven't seen the video.
It's gone.
Yeah, they took it down. I know, because I went to do my research. It's all research. It's only pure research, y'all. I was doing my research, and yes, they took it down. I was like, God, they're like, God, that girl. Just the comments. It's the comments
they made, yeah, boy.
The comments took me down.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we got in other news?
In other news, so Trump.
Yes, the former president has secured the Republican nomination for president. So now it's looking more and more likely that it will be a rematch between President Joe Biden and former President Trump in the November election. Nikki Haley, the former governor of Georgia, has officially stepped down.
Okay.
She was the only.
She was in Georgia?
I mean, South Carolina, my bad.
I was going to say, okay, yeah, okay.
Fact check.
Yeah, just a little bit.
She was the former South Carolina. Well, I don't know why I'm saying Georgia. Somebody in Georgia talking about me. So
because the fool la la going on in Georgia.
Oh, so it's some more. Oh yeah, that's why. So wait, we'll get there. We'll get to the fool la la. So we're gonna make this quick. So President Trump, former President Trump, has secured the Republican nomination, which means he'll go against Joe Biden,
right?
Most likely at this point. And he just sold out some shoes. I think he been hanging around Kanye West too much. Why you think he got about shoes? Like, who in his circle gonna say, yeah, get you some shoes to raise you some money? That was Yeezy, man. Or Yeezy influence, put it like that. But that's my mind. In other news, Georgia prosecutor Fannie Williams.
Yeah, Fannie or whatever her name is. Fannie.
Okay.
So we
Prosecutor Williams.
So we were so proud of her, like
I'm still proud of her freaky butt. She can be big mussy. She can be gorilla mussy if she wants. She got a gorilla mussy. So
no. But you want me to tell you? So she put herself in the middle of this. Ain't nobody act quiet. Now at first I'm like, go. This is sometimes when you get a little too cocky.
Yeah, like she put herself in this.
But and the stuff is coming out. Now she's making herself look bad.
Yeah.
And like, as far as they were saying all this stuff was going on, and then she got on there and said, oh no, y'all lying. Now you be like, where the lies at? Yeah.
But see, for me, is all kind of circumstantial. Because when nobody in the bedroom with them people, when nobody like front row with their relationship, but them.
Right.
So if they say their relationship started at a certain point, like who are we or anybody else to say it didn't? Like that's so what we had phone calls. So what you came to my office. So what I'm
we traveled together.
Mussy. So what I'm gorilla mussy on Wi-Fi. So what does that matter?
So the prosecutor didn't even want to say it. He's like, line 32.
So what? It's all circumstantial. You cannot. They didn't admit to the relationship. And from all the other stuff is just circumstantial. We guessing and hoping.
So she did admit to the relationship,
but not at a time point.
At that point, and she was like, "It wasn't a secret. Yeah. We didn't tell everybody, but people knew."
Yeah,
right. But sometimes it's just best if we just shut up. Like sometimes we don't. Listen, sometimes
just shut up.
Just shut up. Like
okay.
if nobody called for you, don't go. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay not to tell your side of the story. When
If
you
don't nobody call for you, don't come.
Yes. Because, you know.
I really like that.
Yeah, like, I'm so serious about this.
That's
it's
serious.
because
That's a life bar. That's something to live by.
it's just like people, when you don't tell your side of the story, people can come up with whatever they want. But they can't prove it.
That's why they have defendants don't get on the stand.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they was telling prosecutor Willis not to get on the stand. She feels like I ain't got nothing to hide. It's circumstantial. I usually don't do this, but I'm standing behind Fannie Willis and her homeboy and homie. Yeah, keep it black.
I'm with them.
Every other day until get to the prosecutor and her boyfriend.
First of all, no. First of all, I ain't against black love, right? But here you go. Now, what she did with this black love story, right? You done thought it up. No, because y'all know I'm on.
It is a black love story,
so
though.
with her black love story, this man was still married. And
Listen, not at that time.
No,
that's what they're saying. See.
No. Pause. What she's doing is because she went up there and talked. Now the wife of her boyfriend has more evidence against him.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? And now they're because he's talking so much.
I hear you now. And now the other lady kind of feel a little bit better.
And
like,
now
you know, did this to my husband, and I know y'all was together.
And then you got people saying, "Oh no, I know this was it," and now people are showing receipts about stuff like that. And again, if you just shut up,
I'm gonna say this. And
Go ahead.
I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way.
Go ahead.
I want to say this with the utmost respect.
Okay.
But none of this is our business. What's going on in these people's bedrooms, like, it's none of our business.
Mm-hmm.
We have to put our big boy panties and drawers and boxer shorts on and just realize that these people's relationships are theirs.
Just like they just said, she's a DA. She knows how attorneys can twist and turn your story around. Like, this is her job. She's the big, like, she ain't just
She's the big dog.
She's the one. So she's the one who got
Young Thug.
Right.
She got Trump, Young Thug, YFM Lucci. That's why there's a lot of people with a lot of beef against this lady. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's a very powerful black woman.
And we
got to protect our black women at all costs. And this might be one of the costs.
So listen,
this might be one of the costs.
So here we go. All right. So y'all know I'm team us, right?
Yep.
Boo, boo, boo. But then Tani said it like sometimes you can't protect everybody, right?
Professor Donnie, we need you.
No. Like you can't protect everybody. Again, we team her. Keep your mouth.
But she's slamming the door on us. I hear you.
And not even that. Let's forget. Okay, let's not say that she slammed the door on us. But like you say, her personal business is her personal business. Yeah. She volunteered to get up there and tell her story.
I hear that though.
If she wouldn't,
she crossed the line.
She crossed. So now
you know not to get on that stand.
This is how I feel about social media.
Don't get on the stand.
On social media, if you don't want people to judge your situation, don't put it out there. Nobody has to know what's going on behind your doors. Right? But the day that you go and post yourself and tell your story, you open up the floodgates for people to criticize, comment,
and disrespect. Bottom line, I'm gonna give to you. Bottom line, people are disrespectful when they get some key information, and especially over social media or even the stand, because the other guy's job, the prosecutor's job, is to crush your statement. It's to crush every word you said, get all y'all up here to say it all together, and then we're going to bring somebody to flip what y'all said.
Yeah.
To make y'all all look bad. Oh, you said it was 12:30. Well, I got a lady right here that say at 11:30, y'all was already in the parking lot. Y'all was already.
And a matter of fact, not only that, I see the camera of y'all walking out at 11:30.
Yeah.
Like, just be quiet at this point. If
just
you don't,
it's none of your business at this time.
Oh, just don't.
You can plead the fifth. You can say that the fifth is for my protection. It doesn't make me guilty because I choose not to say. But like the mob, they'll get up there. Hey, were you there? I plead the fifth. Hey, did you get in the car? I plead the fifth.
And that doesn't make you guilty.
I plead the fifth.
Or you could say,
I plead the fifth.
Lawyer, please.
And then the lawyer gonna say, hey, my client pleads the fifth.
Yeah, let your lawyer say.
Honestly, what we got to get out of we're in these personality politics, right? Where the person who we're supporting has to be this certain type of person, right? And when it's all a facade, right? It's all a facade. We all are regular humans. And so that's why people are put on that mask to be something that they're not, to get that career, and then they rip that mask off while you in that career spot. But the problem is you should have just been yourself the whole time.
Right.
And then we would have known, oh, we got Freaky Fani here. Hey, what's up, Freaky?
But I mean, but first of all, Freaky Fani. Freaky Fani don't have to be Freaky Fani at work. They say you want a lady in the streets, a freak in the sheets, right? That is the saying. So again, if she wouldn't have volunteered herself to tell her side of the story, we wouldn't know about Gorilla.
She probably didn't have
we wouldn't know about Gorilla.
Gorilla
Grip. We wouldn't know about it.
The Gorilla,
and we wouldn't know about it. It was Gorilla Grip something.
What he said?
It showed the little cat. Like it said Gorilla Grip. Like it showed the cat. Like,
listen.
We wouldn't know about it.
Wow. Wow. I'm glad I'm out of this. I am, because I ain't been paying attention to it.
Right. And it just kind of came across my
and I'm glad because I don't care about these people's business.
I really don't care.
The only reason it's something because she prosecuting Trump. So if she wasn't prosecuting Donald J. Trump right now, wouldn't nobody know nothing about this. Only people that know about this is probably Slim Thug lawyers, and they'll be trying to tell the judge that the prosecutor has been doing this, and the judge will say, hey, this ain't got nothing to do with this case.
Maybe not.
But since it's the white privilege now she's being prosecuted.
And not only that, so what happened is
we talk about her case and not the case that she prosecuted.
Right, but so here we go. What brung all this up is that her boyfriend alleged, right?
Ooh, black.
The guy, the other lawyer.
They call him black. Who you talking about, black?
She promoted him up there, and he had no credentials.
No,
but she said
they hired him.
Right.
So it was like a freelance job.
Right.
And they were paying they were paying a lot of money.
Yeah.
So even that, because that's subjective. There's third parties involved that clears those checks. She's not just giving him a check.
Right, yeah.
It doesn't work like that. So to even make it seem like there's something wrong with him getting a nice fat check,
I have a problem with that he can't get the big check.
That's what I'm saying.
So I just had a conversation with somebody about this.
Right? He can't get a bag because he a freelancer.
And I just said this because we were talking about Black Lives Matter, right? And you know how they was upset because she
they got the bag.
They got the bag,
yeah,
right?
The bag.
And then they were saying like the person
that's what they want.
And that they can't be qualified. And I was explaining is that what is the qualifications, right? And then again, our counterparts hired their cousins, their friends, their wives with no qualifications.
And nobody even brings
and nobody don't even care.
And
they can make a 6-figure salary and nobody says anything.
They call it nepotism.
But then once I do it, now we have a problem.
And this is
and you know who call us out? Us. We have a problem with elevating us
because we are judge and jury of our community.
Yeah, we are,
and that's a good and bad thing. I actually like it at times because who else would I want to get correction from, right? But long story short, it's all right for black men to get paid. It's all right for black women to be in love with black men. It's all right for y'all to even work together because some of these people working together in their relationships, right? They having anniversaries at the job together,
right?
And ain't nobody said nothing.
And most people,
and it's cool, and I ain't got no problem with it. But just don't make it a problem when the prosecutor is prosecuting the president. Because I like Slim Thug, I like YMFL Lucha. I wasn't mad at her because she prosecuted them. That they got prosecuted, and it is what it is. The court will figure it out. It's the same with the president. But since the former president is so powerful, you can't just beyond check. You can't check me. Who you is? Hey, start an investigation.
So this was
who you think you is? Start an investigation on her and that dude.
Just like they just said, she should have crossed her T's. dotted her I's.
That's facts. Now,
You know what I mean?
It's a lesson in every loss. Now, it's a lesson in every loss.
You can't be too cocky sometimes.
Yeah, it's a lesson in every loss. So
yeah, it's
up to us to either get the lesson or not. You know,
get the lesson or be the lesson.
I don't want to be the lesson. I don't want to be the lesson.
I'm with you. You. Now there is something also that I've been talking about.
What you been talking about?
That's on my mind because it's what's on your mind Wednesday is father's right.
So I thank you for that. I thank you. I haven't even heard what you said or hear what you're saying, and you already got my support. Go ahead.
Father's right.
Go ahead.
And I've been talking to people, and this is okay. We know that the court system favors mothers.
Yes.
But also we know that a lot of people, when stuff is brought to you, they enforce stuff that they don't fully know the information about, right? Here in the state of Florida, I looked it up, right? Unless court document, otherwise you have equal rights to your child. Unless
the systematic racist system says, which they are, okay. But listen, okay, and I unite with that.
Right. And a lot of fathers feel like are afraid to step up because they don't want to challenge the mother.
And you don't want to go in that system.
You don't want to go in the system. And so I know that mothers will call the police on fathers.
Yes.
Who has their children.
Yes. Another most insidious things than that.
Right. To get the child taken from the father.
Or even just sow seed of discontent in the child, in the family. Not even the child, just say stuff about you to the family members.
Yeah.
And then now it's making the relationship hard between you and the child.
Right.
And then be like, oh, come get your kid. And then I'm like, the reality is we had to do this together. And then so now that we were raising them, and we can also do that together.
So I'm here to say, and any lawyers on here, and correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm a jailhouse lawyer. Go ahead.
Any lawyer here, if you signed a birth certificate and you have not went to court and they have deemed the mother as primary guardian, y'all have equal custody of this child. So if she has the child, you can't call the police on her and say, make them.
Yes.
And if you have the child, the mother she can't do it either. But what happens is some police don't know the laws, and they should, and they will enforce. You know what I mean?
What you mean?
So like if you have your child, and the mother mad and call the police.
Which one? No, it's not. Go ahead.
They will then tell you, oh, you have to give the baby up to the mother.
So, especially here in Florida, I think the governor has made some changes to the father's rights laws.
Okay.
But I think the system is used as a weapon against fathers, especially black fathers. And people so used to it. Some fathers don't even, I ain't even with that.
Yeah.
Forget it. Go ahead, do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they could step completely out the child's life. And then now that child grows up and like, I don't like my daddy. My daddy ain't never did nothing for me. He never came by. But he don't know that the mother and the father have had conversations, and it's been so contentious that the father felt it was better that I step away before I hurt somebody, or I get hurt, or anything else happen. And actually, it's probably the best thing for y'all whole situation for him to step away, because it is sometimes, not all the time, the mothers make it that toxic of a relationship that it's even better just to step away and stay back. I see you when you get grown enough. And then I may be able to talk to you about it.
But see, that's the problem that I have so that's when I feel like you should get the courts in, right? But
ahead.
Some people don't want to get courts in.
Courts ain't our favor though. I'm telling you, you'll start a case with all the good evidence and everything, man, and you be in there on trial. They'll do the Fonnie Williams on you. Same thing. You got up there and went to talk, telling and testifying, and then use every word against you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, did you drop them off over there, didn't you? Okay then, we're gonna send them back over there with them. Where you drop them off at? Where they happen at?
I don't know, but fathers, you have rights.
We do.
And I want you to know that. And I want to bring in a family attorney.
Let's do it.
Let's bring in a family attorney
or
and talk.
Even a family doctor or like a psychiatrist or somebody.
Or somebody like that.
Somebody
so
to talk about the experience and you know what the child may be going through, what the children may be.
And like Tamika just said, don't step away. Fight for your rights as a father.
Listen, and that's easy.
It's easy to say because I done seen other people who had to step away because they have other children, and like they can't risk their freedom for one when they have when you have three more, right? I've seen it.
Listen,
I've seen that where, but I'm gonna choose wisely about who you have children with, right?
That's the first thing. Now that's the first, and then sometimes we cannot choose. Or we haven't properly chose, and so we have to live with the consequences of our decisions. And our children's parents are the ultimate sign of our decisions.
Right.
We can tell the decisions we made by who we've had children.
And the reason why I started this conversation is because fathers think that they don't have rights, and they think that the mothers have all of them, right? And I know that's not true.
It's not true.
That's not true. And don't let nobody tell you that. Go look up the statute. So when somebody tell you that, you can spit this out and show them because they're not educated about the law and they just favor the mother typically because the mother usually is the primary parent.
And that's how I go. When the mother had the baby, sometimes, that's how I go. The mother is instantly the guardian.
But not here in the state of Florida.
I know that. But I'm just saying.
But not here in the state of Florida unless something has changed. But not here in the state of Florida.
We're going to call an expert in.
Right.
I'm glad. I told you I thank you for this. I thank you for it before you said a word. And I thank you because this is a conversation that we're going to continue to have because we're all about love, family, and we're going to help repair some families.
We want to repair these families because we want
cube together.
And that's what we do here.
Yeah. And that's why I say I thank you because this is a conversation that people have behind closed doors with family members. And sometimes you have these conversations with toxic family members. Sometimes we learn what to do in these situations from the bad situations that happened to us when we grew up. So we don't have the tools or the vision to see ways co-parenting can work. Ways that, okay, how can we work this out? You do this, I do that, and we gonna do it together. And figuring it out for the child. I remember there was a program at USF called Figuring It Out for the Child.
Nicole said fathers usually have to file for the rights in courts from experience. See, I've known fathers who haven't. So that's what I'm saying. And this is a topic
we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out for you because what we're gonna do, because I looked it up, it says they have equal rights, but if they have to file, I want all the fathers who want to be in their children's lives and to file because a two-parent, not household, but two-parent
child raising,
co-parenting is so important if you're not gonna be with the mother or the father because you need both. You need a village. You need your parenting is a team sport.
Listen, and when you don't have one or the other, as a child, you start to ask yourself, "What's wrong with you?" See, you don't understand the adult things that's going on that make daddy not come or make mommy act a certain way or whatever. As a child, sometimes you think it's because of you.
Right.
And then you act out because of what you thinking. And you already thinking from a false premise as a child. So as the adults, we have to figure it out for the child.
You got to put the child first, not your emotions. You got to put your child
or the relationship
because on the flip side, mothers be tired because you're not helping whatsoever. You coming in. Only time they see you is when you think you can stay the night at the house.
You're right.
Only time anybody see you when you think you can get some cutty. And
you trying to put the Gorilla Grill Wi-Fi in.
Right. No. No. No, we're talking all jokes aside. We're talking about real parenting. People who want to be involved in their children's lives, and as an advocate for our families to be healthy. Right? We have to figure this out where it's not so toxic. We're trying to take the toxicity out of our relationships.
One show at a time. One show at a time. We ain't gonna be able to save everything at all the time, but what we gonna do is talk about it. We're gonna have a conversation that may have never had on the airwaves. You know what I'm saying? Because you got unique perspectives when you got us two, and Brother Johnny and Professor Donnie, King Jab, King Reno. Everybody. Elmo.
You say Elmo.
We're gonna return to this. We're gonna return to this with the evidence. We're gonna go and do our research. We're gonna come back with the evidence. We're gonna come back with expert witnesses, like this prosecution. Trying to put on some DA. We're really gonna try to as Brother John said, we're gonna double click on this for the family. Fathers have rights. Mothers, families, co-parenting. We're gonna try to unwrap the onion
and give some healthy tools. Over here, I co-parent, you co-parent. You know what and my co-parenting is amazing. Well, my child is grown, but
your child's a doggone celebrity, but soon to be actress and all kinds of stuff.
But I'll tell you that it always wasn't, but it was never really toxic.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
But we figured it out, and so it's possible.
Yes.
Let me say that.
Yes.
It's definitely possible. Right.
It's definitely possible. Amen to that. In other news, we talking about
Qiana.
Okay.
We're like 10 minutes, 15, 14 minutes to the show over with. We've been slip and sliding. What was the other news you wanted to say before the Ask Qiana? You might have. Or can we get into it?
Yes, we got to.
All right.
The Diddy.
Okay.
And Meek Mills, they have been going through rumors, gay rumors, lawsuits, and everything of the nature. Right now, Meek Mills has been going at academics. He's been going at everybody. Meek Mill kind of, I hate to say it, he kind of nutting up. But what we really want to investigate, right? Why is everybody concerned with what these people are doing in their bedrooms? Because see, this is my thought process right here.
Go ahead.
Right? I ain't necessarily was ever a P. Diddy fan.
Okay.
Right? I listen to Meek Mills here and there, but I kind of listen to down south rap. But it puzzles me because they use the gay rumors and allegations to ruin people's careers.
They do.
Right? Because I think of Andrew Gillum.
Yes.
Right? They use gay rumors to tarnish people's legacies.
Yes.
Right? And in my mind, especially black men. Yes. Right? And that's why I really want to talk about it. Because I could care less what these people doing with adults and consenting behavior. I could care less.
Right.
That ain't none of my business.
Right.
And the issue is when you keep seeing them using these same tactics to tarnish and destroy careers. Right? Easily. And everybody fall right into it. Oh boy, yeah, you heard, yeah, boy.
I don't want to do. But you are right. These are consenting adults. Everybody that's in here has said, "Hey, I'm cool. You cool? Let's run it." So, they did. I mean, honestly, if once you agree upon it, regardless of the fact, maybe, or is it that people so invested in them, they think that they're their next door neighbor and they're their friends, and you lied to me, and they not. They don't have to tell you every aspect of their life.
I was just gonna say that because I just hate this. I hate to be this clear about it, but this is these people's business, man. It's not none of our business, and to destroy and try to tarnish somebody's career over their personal business.
Their personal preference behind.
But if they choose to be gay, if that's what they choose to be,
if they choose to be gay, bisexual,
whatever they
transgender, it's so many titles, right? It ain't none of. But you know what? As long as they're handling business properly on the end, is what really matters. You know, if they got nice clothes and you like it, it's the best quality. Who they sleeping with should not matter. But it only matters when it's us. It only matters when it's to us because you have a lot of other designers
bisexual,
and everything,
transsexual, everything, and they able to succeed and live their life.
Right, without the negative connotation.
Persecution? Is that persecution? Is they persecuting them? Is that persecution?
Yeah, kind of.
All I'm saying is lay off a black man. That's all I'm saying. I just find it so odd that a black man gets attacked for every decision he makes. Everything. There's not one decision that you won't get attacked for as a black man. But if you somebody else or something else, you can flow through those decisions easily.
I think black men, it's set up to destroy.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Let me say that. So it's set up to destroy y'all. All right. And I think as a culture, we have it hard. Black women are the most educated, but the least underpaid than everybody else.
We're gonna talk about that too.
We're gonna definitely talk about that. Is that black women are constantly trying to prove themselves in the work. In relationships, workforce, in every relationship in their lives. And then they say we're hard to work with. You know what I mean? They're difficult. But you put us in situations where we have to overachieve to get under a knowledge. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this on Friday.
Okay. We'll talk. We'll keep it up. Dear Qiana.
Okay, go ahead.
Dear Qiana has been brought to you by the One Community Grocery Co-op. One Community Grocery Co-op. This is your local co-op. Join the One Community Grocery Co-op. You can follow on Facebook. One Community Grocery Co-op. Join now. Okay. Dear Qiana. Let me put my very white radio voice.
Go ahead.
Dear Qiana, I hope you're doing well. I'm currently facing a challenging situation where my son consistently my son constantly cusses out and reminds my new partner that he's not his dad. This behavior is causing tensions, and I'm unsure of the best approach to address it. Any advice on how I can handle this would be greatly appreciated. So they got a young son who is constantly cussing out the new partner. It's not a stepdad, and reminding him that you're not my daddy.
First of all, this was a problem prior to this.
You can't read into the letter now.
I can. It's the ex Qiana. Nobody just. If you don't want my opinion, you don't write it in.
I can.
All right, but no. If he's comfortable enough to be disrespectful to an adult, that means that you haven't checked him about his role in life at this point. As a child, there has not been boundaries set prior to this situation. Because if there was, then he wouldn't feel so comfortable. And again, I don't know enough about it, but this probably the same child who cuss out the teachers and then you condone it because you said you mistreated my child, but you don't check the bad behavior of the child. You know what I mean? Because at this point, it sounds like somebody is doing something that they normally do. So why would they change it if there's no consequences for his actions? You know what I mean? And I don't know how old your child is at this point so that you can, but
strong.
Your house, your rules, and you have to figure out a way to check them. I don't know how your co-parenting situation is, but there should be a father in there that's telling you too that, like, hey, son, you need to tighten up. You know what I mean? Especially if your partner's not doing anything and a child needs to stay in the child's place. Like, even if he's being disrespectful to you or something like that, like, because, you know, we put our children in adult situations that they shouldn't be in.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we really do.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And it's so hard to give you a solid advice on what to do because there's this letter is so.
Yep.
You know,
there's so much in it.
It ain't enough in it.
Yep.
It's not. It's so you can go any way broad with, but you might need to get him some men mentors.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Get him into Story 727.
Yes.
So he can find some other men that he look up to so they can show him the right way on how to be a man and not to be, and the boundaries that you need to do. You need to have somebody in his life that he respects that can check him. You should be able to, but it sounds like you can't. Because if you could, you would. But there is some checking that needs to be done.
Straightening.
Yeah, it does.
We were talking about straightening earlier.
And then you know what? I'm also an advocate. Sometimes it's time for them to move with their fathers.
But
sometimes it's sometimes.
But
because
they don't want to get that joint custody up. They want that those assistance cards. They want those, and we're gonna talk about this later.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want them assistant cards, and they want that welfare. They don't want that joint custody. Yeah, you want me to live with my daddy, but you don't want to give my daddy that no income.
But see, this is when we look
as
at
a woman. Would you pay child support?
Well,
see, don't worry about it.
No.
Don't worry about it.
I can't answer today. If I didn't have custody of my child, right, and somebody else, I wouldn't have no problem with it. But I'm also the person who didn't put their child's father on child support.
Thank you.
But so, but I will support my child, even if I wasn't on those court order documents to take care of my child. I would.
Oh, so you'll put yourself on child support?
Yeah. I would still play the role like if I had a son. And at this point, I'm like, hey, as a mother, I done did everything I can do. Now it's time for you to take the ring and raise him to be a man because I can't do that. Because sometimes we got to get out our own ways and know that, like, we've done our part and now we need to give it over to the father or to the man to help make him a better person if he's, you know what I mean?
But and I do. And you are very, very, very emotionally intelligent, because being able to say, hey, I done all I can, it's your turn, that's emotionally intelligence that gets you to that point. Because sometimes people just think they can do it all by themselves, and if it go wrong, it is. I'm living down this hill. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, honestly, like, everybody it's a team sport. So everybody got their position to play on the team. Play your position, step to the side.
Just like you have offense and defense, right?
Yep.
The quarterback does not go in on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You just got to know your role and play it, because the objective is for you to win.
The objective is to win.
Right.
But if that's the objective, see, I'm glad you went there.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's when winning is the objective. For some people, winning is something that's different.
Mm-hmm.
And winning doesn't mean together. Winning means I'm winning.
Tamika said allowing my oldest to go stay with his dad was one of the hardest, but the best decisions I've ever made.
Yes.
Because you have to do it. Like, you have to, when you're co-parenting, and this is why we're going to talk about this on Friday.
Yeah,
I know it's Freestyle Friday, but y'all already know we coming back with this parenting and talking about the father.
We love the community.
Right. And we want our community to be healthy and thriving. Right.
And we're going to try to get some guests to come in to talk about, the parenting, if it's Friday or not, because I don't know.
But no, it's coming up. So we got like 30 seconds. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Yes, make sure y'all stay tuned. We got some great guests planned. We're gonna have some candidates come by. We're gonna have folks come by on both sides of the Tropicana field development or the gas plant development.
Yeah, we're gonna have. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, because we got the league
women voters
that's gonna come in. We have the race that's gonna come in and sit down and talk. We're diving in every issue that we have on this community because again, we want us to be healthy. Be the change you want to be or see. Stay tuned because we have Sister Hugh.
Lose your shoes, shoot. Shout out around the room.
Yeah, all of that. All right, this has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I am Qiana.
I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And we're out.
World at this hour. And I think what's also happening is that Americans are coming to understand increasingly, though not nearly enough, that they're being
and we're going to take up that issue.